Uh, Virgo, shh. I need you to lean in close. I need you to turn the volume up just a little. I need you to make sure no one is reading over your shoulder because what I am about to tell you is not for public consumption. This is not a general message. This is not a broad prediction that could apply to anyone with your sign. This is a specific intelligence report from the front lines of your own life. This is a wiretap on a conversation you were never meant to hear. This is the secret that has been circulating in a circle that does not include you, whispered in spaces you do not occupy, discussed with an urgency that has been building for weeks while you went about your days completely unaware that your name was being spoken in rooms you have never entered, with a frequency that would make your pulse race if you knew. So take a breath, let it out slow, and listen, because someone in your orbit, someone who has been orbiting closer than you realized, someone whose energy has been brushing up against yours in ways you have felt but could not name, is in love with you deeply, genuinely, terrifyingly. And he has not told you yet. Not because he does not want to, not because he is playing games, not because he is unsure, but because he is scared. And right now, at this exact moment, while you are watching this, or listening to this, or reading this, his friends are putting pressure on him to tell you. They are ganging up on him in the most beautiful, loyal, exasperated way possible. They are looking him in the eye and telling him he is running out of time. They are threatening to tell you themselves if he does not grow a spine. They are watching him suffer in silence, and they have had enough. And Virgo, I am here to spill the entire scene. I am here to tell you exactly what is being said behind closed doors, exactly why he is holding back, and exactly what is about to happen when the pressure his friends are applying finally cracks him open. So, shh, this stays between us until he finally says it out loud. Picture this. It is a regular night. Maybe it is a Friday. Maybe it is a Tuesday that felt like a Friday because the week has been long and the group needed to blow off steam. They are somewhere, a living room with the lights dimmed and music playing just loud enough to make confessions feel safe. A corner booth at a bar where the same four guys have been sitting for 3 hours, the empty bottles forming a wall between them and the rest of the world. A group chat that has been pinging for hours, the notifications stacking up while he stares at his phone, his thumb hovering over the keyboard, typing and deleting the same sentence 12 times. Or maybe it is a car ride, 2 in the morning, the street lights strobing across their faces as they drive home from some event you were not at, and the silence in the vehicle is so heavy that his best friend finally snaps and says what everyone has been thinking. I can see it all. I can hear the voices. I can feel the energy of that room, that car, that chat thread, and it is electric with frustration and love and the kind of loyalty that only real friends possess. Because these friends of his, Virgo, they are not casual acquaintances. They are not co-workers who make small talk at the water cooler. They are his brothers, his ride or dies, the people who have known him through every failed situationship, every heartbreak he pretended did not matter, every phase where he convinced himself he was better off alone. And they have watched him change since you came into his life. They have watched the shift happen in real time. They have seen him go from the guy who never checked his phone to the guy who checks it every 30 seconds. They have seen him go from the one who mocks romance movies to the one who suddenly goes quiet when a love song comes on. They have seen him memorize your coffee order, your schedule, your laugh, the exact way you tilt your head when you are thinking. And they are tired of watching him hoard all of that information like a miser hoarding gold, never spending it, never risking it, never telling you the truth of what he feels. So they are pressing him, and the pressure is not gentle. It is not the soft suggestion of a timid friend. It is the full court press of people who love him too much to let him hide anymore. I can hear the conversation. I can hear his best friend, the loud one, the one who has never been afraid of rejection, leaning forward and saying, "Bro, what are you doing?" She is right there. She is single. She is amazing. And you are over here acting like a background character in your own life story. Tell her tonight, or I swear to God, I will tell her for you. And I can hear the quieter friend, the one who observes everything, adding his weight to the argument with a softer but more devastating logic. You think you are protecting yourself by not saying anything? You think you are being smart? You are not being smart. You are being a coward. And the worst part is, she probably already knows. She is a Virgo. She notices everything. She is just waiting for you to have the guts to confirm what she already suspects. And every day you wait, you are telling her that she is not worth the risk. Is that what you want? And I can see him, Virgo. I can see him sinking lower in his chair, his hand over his face, his heart pounding so hard he is convinced everyone in the room can hear it. Because they are right. They are all right. And he knows they are right. But knowing and doing are two different countries, and he has been standing at the border with his passport in his hand, too terrified to cross. I want you to understand why he has not told you yet, because I think if you understand the machinery of his fear, you will be able to receive his confession the way it needs to be received when it finally comes. This is not a man who falls easily. This is not a man who throws around words like love or even like. This is someone who has been careful with his heart, maybe because it has been broken before, maybe because he grew up watching love modeled as something conditional and scarce, maybe because he has built his identity around being the strong one, the stoic one, the one who does not need anyone. And then you walked in and you did not crash through his walls with drama and fireworks. You did not demand his attention with performance and noise. You simply existed in his space with a presence so pure, so grounded, so unmistakably real that his walls started to dissolve without him even giving the order. He started noticing things about you that he has never noticed about anyone. The way you organize chaos without seeming to try. The way you remember the small details that everyone else forgets. The way you show up exactly when you say you will. No games, no excuses. The way you look at people when they speak with an attention so total it makes them feel like the only person in the universe. The way your voice changes when you talk about something you care about. The way you smell. The way you move your hands when you are explaining something complicated. The way you laugh with your whole body when something genuinely strikes you as funny. Not the polite social laugh, but the real one. He has cataloged all of it. He has a mental file on you that is thicker than most novels. And the weight of that file is crushing him. Because he knows that once he opens his mouth and says what he feels, there is no going back. There is no casual retreat. There is no pretending it was a joke if you do not feel the same. And the possibility of your rejection, even just the theoretical possibility, is so terrifying to him that he has chosen the the certainty of silence over the risk of truth. He has chosen to love you in secret because secret love feels safer than exposed love. But his friends are done letting him hide. They are done watching him light up every time your name is mentioned and then dim himself back down like a lamp on a dimmer switch. They are done hearing him talk about you when he thinks no one is paying attention, analyzing your last interaction like a forensic scientist, wondering if that smile meant something, if that touch on the arm was accidental, if the way you said goodbye was a little warmer than usual. They are done with the late night texts where he sends them screenshots of your conversations asking for interpretation. They are done with the way he finds excuses to be wherever you are, to know what you are doing, to position himself in your orbit without ever actually entering your gravitational pull. They see it. They see all of it. And they are telling him with increasing volume and decreasing patience that he is running out of time to be the one who tells you. And Virgo, here is what his friends see that you might not see. They see a man who is obsessed, not in a creepy way, not in a way that violates your boundaries or makes you unsafe, but in a way that has completely reorganized his priorities without him even realizing it. They see him turning down invitations that do not include you or that conflict with the possibility of seeing you. They see him dressing differently on the days he knows he might run into you. They see him practicing things he wants to say to you in the mirror. They see him getting irrationally defensive when someone else mentions your name in a romantic context, his jaw tightening, his voice dropping half an octave, his whole body language shifting into a posture that says back off without him having to utter the words. They see him saving things, a napkin you used, a voice note you sent that he plays on repeat, a photo of the two of you in a group setting where he crops everyone else out just to have an image of you close together. They see him change his plans, his habits, his taste in music, his opinions on things, subtly aligning himself with you, absorbing your preferences, your values, your worldview, like a plant turning toward the sun. And they are watching this transformation with a mixture of awe and irritation. Awe because they have never seen him like this. Irritation because they know you deserve to know. And they know he is wasting precious time being afraid. One of his friends, maybe the one who knows him best, maybe the one who has been his friend since childhood, has actually pulled him aside recently and said something that hit him like a slap. He said, "You are not protecting your heart by staying quiet. You are breaking it slowly. Every day you do not tell her is a day she might meet someone who will. And when that happens, when she is with someone else because you were too scared to speak, you will not be able to blame her. You will only be able to blame yourself. And I will not sit here and watch you destroy your own happiness because you think silence is safer than speech. So either you tell her or I am done listening to you talk about her because this is pathetic. And you are not pathetic. You are in love, and love requires courage. So find some. That conversation, Virgo, that conversation is the one that changed everything because his friend did not just apply pressure, he applied truth. And the truth is that this man is not confused. He is not uncertain. He is not weighing his options. He has already chosen you. He chose you weeks ago, maybe months ago, maybe from the first conversation. But he has been trying to protect that choice by keeping it hidden, as if love is a seed that can grow in a locked drawer without sunlight. And his friends, these beautiful, frustrated, loyal friends, they are kicking the drawer open. They are dragging him into the light. They are making him face the fact that the only thing standing between him and you is his own fear. And they have given him a deadline, maybe a literal one. Maybe they said, you have until Friday. Maybe they said, you tell her before the next time we all hang out, or we are going to make it extremely awkward for you. Maybe one of them has already taken matters into his own hands and is planning to accidentally, on purpose, create a situation where you two are alone together, where the silence becomes so obvious that he has no choice but to fill it with the truth. Whatever the mechanics, the pressure has reached a breaking point, and he is going to crack soon, very soon, within days, maybe within hours. And when he cracks, Virgo, it is not going to be a casual confession over text. It is not going to be a drunken mumble at a party that he can pretend not to remember. It is going to be real. It is going to be deliberate. It is going to be the most vulnerable moment of his entire adult life, because his friends have made it clear that half measures are not an option anymore. He either goes all in or they are done covering for him. Now, I need you to understand what he is going to say when he finally says it, because I think you need to be prepared for the intensity. This is not going to be a simple I like you. This is not going to be a playful flirtation or a tentative shitan. This is going to be a flood, a dam breaking. All the words he has been swallowing, all the observations he has been hoarding, all the feelings he has been metabolizing in private, they are all going to come out at once. He is going to tell you that he has never met anyone like you. He is going to tell you that you make him want to be better without ever making him feel like he is not enough. He is going to tell you that he notices the way you take care of everyone else, and he wants to be the one who takes care of you. He is going to tell you that he has been fighting this because he was afraid of what it would mean to want someone this much. He is going to tell you that his friends have been yelling at him for weeks to speak up, and he is finally listening, because the thought of you not knowing, of you never knowing, of you moving through your life thinking he was just a friend or just an acquaintance or just someone who did not see you, that thought has become more terrifying than any rejection ever could. He is going to tell you that he sees you, that he sees the way you hide your exhaustion behind competence, that he sees the way you give and give and give and rarely ask for anything in return, that he sees the way you analyze everything because your heart is so big that you need your mind to protect it, that he sees the way you deserve to be chosen, fully, loudly, without hesitation, and he is choosing you right now with his whole chest, with nothing held back. And it is going to overwhelm you, not because it is too much, but because it is exactly enough. It is exactly what you have been waiting to hear from someone who actually means it. But here is what I need you to do when this happens, Virgo, because your first instinct is going to be to analyze. Your first instinct is going to be to look for the catch. Your first instinct is going to be to wonder, why now? Why him? Why this? What does he want? What is the angle? What happens when the friends are not around to pressure him anymore? Your Virgo mind is going to want to dissect the confession like a frog in a biology lab, spreading it open to inspect the organs, looking for the flaw, the inconsistency, the reason this cannot possibly be as good as it sounds. And I need you to stop. I need you to put the scalpel down. I need you to let the moment be whole. Let it be alive. Let it be real without requiring a peer-reviewed study to validate it. This man is not perfect. He is going to say things awkwardly. He is going to stumble over words he has rehearsed 100 times. He is going to blush or sweat or laugh nervously or look away because the intensity of looking at you while he says it is too much. He is going to be a human being in the most exposed moment of his life. And your job is not to grade his performance. Your job is to receive him, to see him, to let him feel, for the first time since this whole saga began, that telling the truth was worth the terror. You do not need to have your own speech prepared. You do not need to match his intensity with a perfectly articulated declaration of your own feelings. You just need to be present. You just need to let your eyes soften. You just need to let him see that he is safe with you, that his vulnerability is not a mistake, that his friends were right to push him, that you are glad they did, because you have been waiting too. Maybe you did not know you were waiting. Maybe you convinced yourself he was just a friend. Maybe you told yourself you were imagining the chemistry. Maybe you wrote off his attention as kindness or politeness or coincidence, but some part of you knew. Some part of you has been aware of his energy every time he entered a room. Some part of you has been cataloging his details too, and that part of you is going to wake up when he finally speaks, and it is going to say, yes, finally, I know. I also want to talk about the friends, because they are about to become a very real presence in your life, whether you expected it or not. When this confession happens, when the truth is finally out in the open between you and him, his friends are going to be watching. They are going to be invested in a way that might feel strange at first. They are going to tease him mercilessly in front of you, not to embarrass him, but to welcome you into the fold. They are going to make it clear, without ever saying it directly, that they vetted you long before he did, that they approved of you, that they were the ones who saw this coming before either of you were brave enough to admit it. They are going to become your allies, your protectors, your built-in community if you let them. And you should let them, because these friends, the ones who pressured him into honesty, they are the kind of people who hold relationships accountable. They are the kind of people who will call him out if he ever starts taking you for granted. They are the kind of people who will remind him when he forgets how hard he fought to get the courage to tell you. They are the kind of people who will look at you with respect because they know you are the reason their friend finally came alive. And that respect is going to mean more than you realize. Because you have been in relationships before where you felt like you were on your own, where the person's friends were indifferent or hostile or competitive. These friends are not that. These friends are the architects of your beginning. They are the ones who refuse to let him hide, and they are going to celebrate you. They are going to make you feel like you have been part of the group all along. And that feeling, that sense of being claimed, not just by a man, but by his whole world, is going to be one of the most healing experiences of your romantic life. But let me warn you about something, because I see everything, and I want you to be prepared. There is going to be a moment after the initial confession, after the first rush of relief and excitement, where he is going to be embarrassed. He is going to feel exposed in a way that makes him want to retreat slightly, not from you, not from the relationship, but from the intensity of what he just did. He is going to remember all the things he said, all the ways he laid himself bare, and he is going to cringe. He is going to wonder if he said too much. He is going to wonder if he seemed desperate. He is going to wonder if you are secretly laughing about it with your friends. And in that moment, Virgo, he is going to need you to be steady. He is going to need you to reach out, not with words necessarily, but with presence. A text that says, I am still thinking about what you told me. I am glad you told me. A look across a room that says, I see you, and I have not changed my mind. A touch on the arm that says, you are safe. Your courage was not wasted on me, because the friends got him to the starting line. They applied the pressure. They forced the gun to fire. But you are the one who has to keep him running. You are the one who has to show him that the risk he took was worth it, that the truth he told did not scare you away, that the love he offered is not too heavy for your hands. And if you do that, if you meet his vulnerability with your own steady, grounded Virgo brand of loyalty, then what starts as a confession forced by peer pressure becomes the foundation of something unshakable. I want you to imagine the scene when it happens. I want you to picture it so clearly that when it actually unfolds, you will recognize it immediately and you will not panic. It might be after an event where you are both present and his friends have mysteriously disappeared, leaving the two of you alone with a silence that is suddenly charged with everything unsaid. It might be a phone call that starts casually and then veers into territory so honest that you both know there is no going back to small talk. It might be a message that he types out at 2 a.m. after another round of pressure from his boys, his finger hovering over send for an hour before he finally closes his eyes and presses it. It might be in person, in a car, in a park, in your kitchen, in a doorway, in any space where the outside world falls away long enough for him to finally say your name, followed by the words he has been choking on. I need to tell you something. I have been wanting to say this for a while. My friends think I am an idiot for not telling you sooner, and they are right. I have feelings for you. Real feelings, not friend feelings, not maybe feelings, the kind of feelings that keep me up at night. And when he says it, however he says it, whatever words he uses, I want you to remember this moment. I want you to remember that you knew before he spoke. I want you to remember that his friends were the catalyst, but his heart was always the source. I want you to remember that this is not happening to you by accident. This is a convergence. This is the universe using the people around him to push him into alignment with what was always meant to be. And I want you to say yes. Not with your mouth necessarily, though you can if you want to, but with your energy, with your eyes, with the way you let him step closer without stepping back, with the way you let the space between you become charged with possibility instead of fear. Because, Virgo, here is the truth that his friends already know and that you are about to learn. This man is not just interested in you. He is not just attracted to you. He is not just looking for a date or a distraction or a temporary connection to fill a lonely season. He is looking for you, the real you, the you that overthinks and overgives and organizes the world around you while secretly hoping someone will organize you, the you that is careful because you have been hurt, but that is still capable of deep, devoted, all in love when you finally feel safe. The you that notices everything and forgives too much and holds standards that most people cannot meet. He has been watching you meet those standards for everyone else, and he has been wondering if anyone has ever applied that same standard of care to you. And he wants to be that person. He wants to be the one who remembers your coffee order without being told twice. He wants to be the one who notices when you are tired before you say it. He wants to be the one who shows up early, who follows through, who does not make you guess where you stand. He wants to be the one who earns the trust you give so freely to people who do not deserve it. And his friends, these beautiful, meddling, loyal friends, they have looked at him and looked at you, and they have decided that he is worthy of trying, that he is good enough to be pushed toward you, that if he would just stop being a coward, he might actually be the person who finally gives you what you have been giving everyone else. And they are right. They are so right. And the pressure they are applying is not just for him, it is a gift to you. It is the universe speaking through a group of guys who talk too loud and drink too much and love their friend too hard to let him miss his shot. They are cupids with beer bottles. They are matchmakers wearing sneakers. They are the divine intervention dressed up as peer pressure, and they are working. So do not be surprised when it happens. Do not be surprised when he corners you, when he calls you, when he sends that message that changes everything. Do not be surprised when you find out that half the people you know were in on it, that there was a whole conspiracy of affection happening around you while you were busy being humble and helpful and completely oblivious to the fact that you were the main character in a love story that an entire friend group was trying to will into existence. Do not be surprised when you meet his friends and they look at you with a knowing smile, a smile that says, "So you are the one. You are the one he would not shut up about. You are the one we threatened to tell ourselves if he did not get it together. Welcome to the family. We have been waiting for you." And when that happens, Virgo, when you realize that you were never alone in your curiosity, that your instincts about his attention were not wrong, that the energy you felt was real and reciprocated and talked about in living rooms and cars and group chats for weeks before you ever knew, you are going to feel something shift inside you. You are going to feel the last wall around your heart start to crumble, not because he is perfect, not because his friends are perfect, but because you are finally being seen by someone who had to be pushed into courage, and in being pushed, he proved that you were worth the push, you were worth the pressure, you were worth the risk of looking foolish. You were worth the late night conversations and the sweaty palms and the fear of rejection. You were worth all of it, and he is about to tell you so. Get ready, Virgo. The secret is out. The friends have spoken. The pressure has been applied, and the man who has been loving you in silence is about to break that silence into a million pieces. Let him be messy. Let him be nervous. Let him be real. And when he is done speaking, when the words are finally in the air between you, when the weight he has been carrying is suddenly in your hands instead of his, hold it gently. Hold it like the gift it is. Hold it like the beginning it is meant to be. Because this is not just a confession. This is an invitation into a love that was built in the shadows, but is meant to live in the light. And the light is coming. It is coming for both of you. And it starts with a secret that is finally too big to keep. If you felt the truth of this message, if you know exactly who I am talking about, if you've been sensing that someone in your circle has been holding back and now you know why, I want you to prepare your heart. Drop a comment below and write, "I am ready to hear it." Let the universe know you are open. Let his energy feel your openness across the distance between you. And if this reading found you at the exact moment you needed to know what was being whispered behind your back, subscribe for more messages that reveal what is hidden and call love out of the shadows. Shh. The secret is almost out. And when it is, Virgo, it is going to change everything. Stay open, stay soft, stay ready. He is coming. And his friends made sure of it.